Millions of drivers are wasting hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars every year trying to make their car look new again. Detail shops charge $150, $300, even $800 for full restoration packages. And here's the part most people don't realize. A lot of what they're doing takes less than 10 minutes with products you already have at home. Detailers won't tell you this before charging you, because once you know these tricks, you stop paying for things you can do yourself. In this video, I'm going to show you 15 simple tricks that can instantly make your car look newer, cleaner, and better maintained. Some of these will save you money. Some will make your car look years younger. And one of them, almost no one uses, even though it makes the biggest visual difference. Let's start with number 15. Trick number 15. Toothpaste for headlight haze. Your headlights look yellow, cloudy, and old. It makes the entire car look neglected, even if everything else is clean. Professional headlight restoration, usually $80 to $150. But here's what they're not telling you. Cheap toothpaste can do 70% of that job. How to do it? Take regular white toothpaste, non-gel. Apply it to a microfiber cloth. Rub it onto the headlight in small circles for 2 to 3 minutes. Wipe it off. Then rinse with water. Why it works? Toothpaste contains mild abrasives. It removes oxidation from the plastic surface. Cost comparison, $2 versus $100. And here's the kicker. It also improves nighttime visibility slightly. What they don't tell you is, most restoration kits are just controlled abrasives. Same principle, higher price. Trick number 14. Hair conditioner for instant shine. Your paint looks dull, even after washing. No depth, no shine. Detailers charge $100 plus for wax or gloss treatments. But here's the simple hack. Use a small amount of hair conditioner. How to do it? After washing your car, mix a tiny amount of conditioner into a bucket of water. Apply lightly across the surface. Rinse gently. Why it works? Conditioner contains silicones and smoothing agents. They create a temporary reflective layer on paint. Cost comparison, a few cents versus a full detail package. And here's the kicker. Water beads better afterward. What they don't tell you is, some quick detail sprays use similar smoothing agents, just repackaged. Trick number 13, magic eraser for interior scuffs. Your door panels and interior plastics are covered in scuffs and marks. They make the car feel older instantly. Interior detailing can cost $80 to $200, but most drivers miss this. A simple magic eraser fixes most of it. How to do it? Lightly dampen the eraser. Gently rub the scuffed areas. Do not press hard. Why it works? It's a microabrasive. It removes surface-level contamination. Cost comparison, $1 versus $100 plus. And here's the kicker. It restores that factory matte look. What they don't tell you is, it can wear surfaces. So use it lightly. Trick number 12. Cooking oil for faded trim. Black plastic trim turns gray and faded. It makes your car look years older. Trim restoration products cost $20 to $50. But here's the simple hack. Use a tiny amount of cooking oil. How to do it? Put a drop on a cloth. Wipe over faded trim. Buff off excess immediately. Why it works? Oil darkens the surface and restores contrast. Cost comparison, pennies versus specialized products. And here's the kicker. It instantly makes your car look newer in photos. What they don't tell you is, many trim restorers rely on similar visual darkening. Trick number 11, glass cleaner plus newspaper for streak-free windows. Streaky windows ruin the entire clean look, especially in sunlight. Professional glass cleaning services or premium cleaners. But here's what most drivers miss. Newspaper works better than paper towels. How to do it? Spray glass cleaner. Wipe using crumpled newspaper. Why it works? Newspaper fibers don't leave lint. They cut through residue more effectively. Cost comparison, almost free. And here's the kicker. It works better on interior haze too. What they don't tell you is, that haze is often from plastic outgassing, not dirt. Trick number 10. Baking soda for odor removal. Your car smells old, musty, or just used. Odor removal treatments can cost $50 to $150. But here's the simple hack. Use baking soda. How to do it. Sprinkle it on seats and carpets. Let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Vacuum it out. Why it works. Baking soda absorbs odors. Cost comparison. $2 versus professional treatment. And here's the kicker. It also lifts light stains. What they don't tell you is, most odor removers are just scented masking agents. Trick number 9. Ice for gum and sticky residue. Sticky gum or residue stuck to carpets. Detailers charge extra for spot removal. But here's what they're not telling you. Ice makes it easy. How to do it. Place ice on the gum. Wait until it hardens. Peel it off cleanly. Why it works. Cold makes the gum brittle. Cost comparison, free versus added service fee. And here's the kicker. It prevents spreading the mess. What they don't tell you is, most people make it worse by trying to scrub it. Trick number 8. Tire shine using simple dish soap the right way. Your tires look brown, dry, and aged, even after washing the car. That alone can make a clean car look neglected. Professional tire shine treatments or products can cost $10 to $25 per application. But here's what most drivers get wrong. They try to cover dirt with shine, instead of removing it first. How to do it. Mix dish soap with warm water. Scrub the tire sidewalls using a stiff brush. Rinse thoroughly. Then, if you want shine, apply a small amount of conditioner or tire dressing. Why it works. That brown layer is oxidation and road grime. Soap breaks it down before adding shine. Cost comparison. A few cents versus repeated tire products. And here's the kicker. Clean tires look newer even without shine. What they don't tell you is, most tire shine failures come from skipping this cleaning step. Trick number 7. Vinegar for water spots on paint. Water spots leave ugly white marks on your paint and glass. They make your car look poorly maintained. Detailers charge $50 to $150 for water spot removal. But here's the simple hack. Use white vinegar. How to do it. Mix equal parts vinegar and water. Spray lightly on affected areas. Wipe with a microfiber cloth. Why it works. Vinegar dissolves mineral deposits left by water. Cost comparison, $1 versus professional service. And here's the kicker. It works on glass, chrome, and paint. What they don't tell you is, those spots are minerals, not dirt, so regular washing won't remove them. Trick number 6. Toothbrush for tight interior areas. Dirt builds up in seams, buttons, vents, and stitching. These small details make your car look older than it is. Detailers spend time here and charge for it. But here's what most drivers miss. A simple toothbrush is enough. How to do it. Use a soft toothbrush. Dip it in mild cleaner. Gently scrub tight areas. Wipe with a microfiber cloth. Why it works. The small bristles reach areas larger tools can't. Cost comparison. Almost free. And here's the kicker. This is what creates that detailed look. What they don't tell you is, most of the premium detail look comes from small areas, not big surfaces. Trick number 5. Fabric softener for static-free interior. Dust keeps coming back on your dashboard and plastics. You clean it, and it's dusty again the next day. Interior protectants and anti-static sprays cost $10 to $30. But here's the simple hack. Use diluted fabric softener. How to do it. Mix a small amount with water. Lightly wipe surfaces with a cloth. Why it works. It reduces static electricity. Less static equals less dust attraction. Cost comparison, pennies versus specialty products. And here's the kicker. Your interior stays cleaner longer. What they don't tell you is, many interior sprays include anti-static agents, just rebranded. If you're getting value from this, and you like simple tricks that actually save money, subscribe now. Because the next few tips are the ones detailers charge the most for, and they take the least time to do. Trick number 4, WD-40 for removing tar and bugs. Front bumpers and mirrors collect tar and bug stains. They're hard to remove with normal washing. Bug and tar removal services can cost $30 to $80. But here's what they're not telling you. A small amount of WD-40 works fast. How to do it. Spray lightly on affected areas. Let it sit for a few seconds. Wipe gently, then wash the area afterward. Why it works. WD-40 breaks down sticky residues and oils. Cost comparison, $5 versus professional service. And here's the kicker. It also helps remove adhesive residue. What they don't tell you is many dedicated tar removers use similar solvents. Trick number 3, shower squeegee for pet hair. Pet hair stuck deep in carpets and seats. Vacuuming barely removes it. Detailers charge extra for pet hair removal. But here's the simple hack. Use a rubber squeegee. How to do it. Drag the squeegee across fabric surfaces. Hair collects into clumps. Remove by hand or vacuum. Why it works. Rubber creates friction and pulls embedded hair out. Cost comparison. $5 tool versus expensive service. And here's the kicker. It works faster than most vacuums. What they don't tell you is pet hair bonds to fabric through static and friction, not just surface contact. Trick number 2, clay bar for invisible contamination. Your paint feels rough, even after washing. You run your hand across it, and it doesn't feel smooth. That's what makes your car look old, even when it's clean. Detailers charge $100 to $300 for clay bar treatment. But here's what most drivers don't realize. You can do it yourself in under 10 minutes. How to do it. Wash the car first. Use a clay bar with lubricant or soapy water. Gently glide it across the paint surface. Wipe clean. Why it works. Clay removes bonded contaminants, brake dust, industrial fallout, road grime embedded in paint. Cost comparison. $15 kit versus $200 service. And here's the kicker. After this, your paint will reflect light better instantly. What they don't tell you is most dull paint isn't damaged. It's contaminated. Remove that layer, and the shine comes back. Trick number 1, the final 10-minute reset that makes any car look new. This is the trick that ties everything together. And this is what detailers rely on. Right before handing the car back to you. Your car is clean, but still doesn't look new. Something feels off. Detailers charge $50 to $150 for finishing touches or express detail. But here's the secret. It's not one thing. It's a combination of small, fast steps. How to do it. The 10-minute reset. Step 1, clean the glass inside and out. Step 2, wipe all interior touch points. Steering wheel, buttons, handles. Step 3, darken trim and tires. Step 4, remove visible dust from vents and seams. Step 5, add a light scent or odor neutralizer. Why it works. Your brain judges newness based on shine, smell, touch points, contrast, not just cleanliness. Cost comparison, almost free versus full detail package. And here's the kicker. Most people will think your car was professionally detailed. What they don't tell you is, detailing is often about perception, not perfection. So now you've seen it. 15 simple tricks. Most of them cost almost nothing. And together, they can completely change how your car looks. The difference between a car that feels old and one that feels brand new is rarely about expensive products. It's about knowing what actually works. Now I want to ask you this. Which trick surprised you the most? And which one are you going to try first? Because even using just 2 or 3 of these can save you hundreds of dollars a year. If you want more practical car tips like this, real tricks, real savings, subscribe and watch this next video. The 10 mistakes that make your car look older than it really is. Because once you fix those, you'll stop your car from aging before it even starts. And that's where the real savings begin.